Hey science team, how's it going? Hope everybody's finding something to do either outside or inside and staying curious with some science. So I came back to our skewer that we found in the junk drawer challenge, and my friend Roisin has an activity that she calls Windicators, where you can study the speed and the direction, maybe even the strength of the wind, by inventing your own measuring device and seeing what blows in the wind. I thought it might be interesting to blow in the wind, or of course our napkin. And then I found a few other types of paper around the kitchen. I found this wax paper and also this parchment paper. So I found 3 different types of papers. So how to make a Windicator, an indicator, an instrument that can help you to measure the wind. Start with the papers of your choice, and you can go ahead and just cut a shape that you think will blow in the wind. Now, what I've noticed out in the world is that things like windsocks and kites tend to have something really thin trailing behind them that blows in the wind. But if there are other shapes you want to experiment with and see what happens, by all means, they don't have to be a strip of paper like this. You do you, compare different shapes, sizes. Maybe I am going to go ahead and just cut 2 more before I get ready to attach them to the skewer. Alright, so now I have 3 long paper strips that I can compare. And in this case, we're not necessarily making a tool that will help you know how many miles per hour the wind is moving or exactly what direction, but you'll have a chance to notice the variation in the wind, what happens, and what it looks like. So for the sake of measurement, I am going to trim all of these papers to the same length. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to do this step, but some of you may know that in science, it's helpful when you're describing things to control for certain variables, and this is one of the variables I can have some control over, so that's why I'm going to stick it right there. What do you think would happen if they were all different shapes, all different sizes, and we were trying to describe what happened? Alright, so I want to spread out these strips along my stick so that way I have a chance to see if they're blowing without them being overlapped on top of each other. So I'm going to put one close to the ends like this. I'm going to put a second one somewhere here in the middle. And then this one closer down to the end, saving the wider part of the skewer just because it is a convenient handle. So there you have it. There's our finished Windicator, our wind indicator device to help us notice different patterns that are happening outside with the air. You can test it out at home by giving it a blow to see what happens, or maybe hold it in front of a fan or some other draft in your house that is moving air around. And here it is. So it looks like I'm noticing a little bit of wind that is coming from over that way, which I know is where the Pacific Ocean is. So that tells me that the wind is probably coming in from the west. And I'm noticing a little bit of difference with my 3 papers. I'll straighten this one out and point them out to you once again. So this one here on the end, that's my wax paper. The one here in the middle is our parchment paper. And then over here is our paper napkin. So I encourage you to try this throughout the day. Maybe move in different positions or in different places around your house or out a window and see what you start to notice about the wind. Does it change? Does it change strength? Does it change speed? And how can you tell this? By looking at the indicators that you need. So let us know how it works out and hope you try it at home. We'll catch you later for some more nature exploration in our own backyards.